Hey guys, Cross here. Hope year's been nice to you guys. It's been right for me. I've been training a lot, doing a lot of boxing, staying in shape, and putting my time to call when I can. Alright, this video is an update of my previous one. We're just gonna go through uh, the rotation one more time, just because I've added the this the level 55 skill star rank to it. I think it's pretty good. Good for you. It's not a skill you always drop. You always pick when to choose it. If the boss is still, use it. It does a lot of damage. So pretty good. It's pretty good. It's kind of like a ultimate. Whenever you want to use it. Especially when it comes down to bursting down the boss. If you have it ready, drop it down. You're gonna get some good damage. All right. So again, I'll show you guys the rotation. But mostly I'm doing this this video for the the build guide. Alright, so a quick update with this. I've decided to, if you guys noticed, I've dropped the 4 out of 3 divine. It's still in my warehouse, just in case I decide to bring it back. If anything surfaces later on with it, I can work it back in. But I've dropped it, and I'm still running with all my other stuff. So pretty much I've dropped the 3 out of 4. I've replaced it, which made room for plague. I've dropped it. I put plague on there, and I've added the torture jewel. All right, which is what torture does, critical base attack. So I know a lot of people are complaining about how the rotation is like just a club. It's a mess. Actually dropping the 3 out of 4 actually reduces the cooldowns, and it's less hectic, right? So I'm gonna show you guys how smoother it is, and you actually have time to pop the the auto a bit, because the divine reset is not there, so you kind of have like a little bit less stress playing this this forest guide path. So I'll show you guys the rotation. Just finish up the so yeah. So after I dropped that, I made room for plague, torture. I have room, so I've decided I'm trying to work in the bloodthirst in here. For this class, it's acceptable. It's okay. I'm iffy about it, but right now it's acceptable just because the extra crit damage that you get from this being a forest guide. So it's not bad to have it as a set within your sets. Alright, I know people are trying to get it with pendant and stuff, but to be honest, with the boost that Tamer gives you, it's gonna be well worth it. You're still gonna be put out decent amount of DPS in terms of raid mechanics. Alright, so I'm trying to work that in. Maybe I'll get lucky and get it on the pendant or the ring eventually. Right now, you know, it helps. It's in there. Still running the Armillion and the Arcane set 3 out of 3. All right. Eventually, what you want to do, if that, which is an option, is get rid of the bloodthirst that I have, and you're gonna eventually, when you start clearing this, get the hatred. Yeah, I think it's the hatred set in there. I forget the effect, but it's another probably a crit based set. So you'll make room for it, and then you can probably, as you can see with the amount of room that's freed up, I'd probably drop torture for it. Drop the torture for it. You still got plenty of room to work with. Even when you drop the divine set, you'll have plenty of room to work with. All right. So I know it's not as confusing, but just know that you guys have options when you drop the divine set. Okay. I forget which kid recommended this to me. I forget. Shout out to whatever your name was on Discord. I forget, but he advised me to put the plague and the torch. I didn't have hatred, so I'm working in bloodthirst. Get that 2% crit. Don't really matter. It works for me. Alright, so now I'm gonna show you guys the rotation without the vine and Star Rain, and just you're gonna notice that it's a lot more smoother, a lot less hectic. Okay, and as for the path, I'm not really too keen on the Biting Rain anymore. I kind of just leave it at 60. If I get the extra reset, I just kind of want to focus on this, and then you save a lot more emblems. All right, so you want to focus up partially the first side, and then focus all of the right side. All right, you want this as high as possible because this is your buff. All right, this is more PvP based, kinda-ish. So, and then this is a really good one because you pretty much proc it twice. All right. The buff lasts about 9 seconds. I counted. It's about 8-9 seconds. Same thing as the Tamer buff. But I think the Tamer buff could surpass this because the Tamer buff you can keep upgrading it, and eventually, I don't know how much you need to upgrade it, but eventually you need to upgrade it past 9 seconds. But this the Moonlight buffs last for about 9 seconds. So when you get the reset, don't really hit it right away. I don't know the rate. Don't quote me on the radius of the buff. I think as long as your teammates are around you, they get it. So there's a lot of rumors. It's not really set in stone on how it works, but yeah. So just count 9 seconds and then hit it again. All right. You can probably let off some skills. I'll show you if it happens. I'll show you with the rotation. All right. So here it goes. So usually what I'm gonna do, I go Moonlight right off the back, because you're gonna notice that when I hit Moonlight, my tune score goes up. I get an extra 2K rating. That's how crazy, but that's how much buff you get from Moonlight. It's nuts. But anyways, we're gonna go and show the rotation. All right. So usually pre-fight you want to go Rally. You want to go Rally Cry, Moonlight, Star Rain, and then try to get the Biting Rain to proc the Blessed Arrow while it's crowed, and then Razor and Relentless. Okay, we're not gonna spend too much time on it. I just want to show you guys real quick. All right, so here it goes. And another thing you can do too, right after you fire the Razor Wind, if Moonlight's up, hit it, and then Relentless, you'll get way more DPS. It buffs the damage of Relentless by a lot. Reset on that. Going 3 Blessed Arrows, and then Relentless. See how I went to 4K to 7K, so which is good, and you just pretty much repeat. See, yeah, for a bit, yeah, we got the reset. And then go, get the reset. So it's pretty much repeat. Like you wanna Blessed Arrow, Crow, and Biting Ring at the same time. It's always good to have. Once those 3 are on cooldown, you already know what the combo is. So Blessed, Crow, Biting Ring, AA for a bit. See if it procs. There you go. We got the proc. There we go. And then Relentless. And that's my rotation, and I raid, and I do crazy amounts of DPS with with Tamer buff. All right, Tamer buff, Moonlight. It's gonna be crazy. Things to look for with especially with the next update. The Elemental class will have a support class, kind of like how Forest Guide and Tamer is. It's gonna boost Mystique, so the mechanics are gonna be ridiculous, guys. So if you know, we got 3 support roles, you know, pick which one you want to do. They both have benefits and raid progressions. And if you have any questions, comment below. And I hope this video helps out some of the new Forest players. All right, cross up.